Welcome to the Scrapyard. I'm your host, BC.
I'm fucking Rob.
Solo Jones.
I'm TFA 1024, the TF Addict.
And I'm Flaming Beast.
And tonight's basically just going to be a bit of a free-for-all because it does not feel right doing the Megazord ranking without the one that's been clamoring for it. So, we're just going to talk. But before we get to talking about any specific topics and making 1,000,001 different jokes, let's get started on figure appreciation of the week. And this week, I'm going to allow for the one who came back to start.
Woo!
Ooh!
Oh, you motherfucker.
That's the Fans Hobby Power Links Optimus Prime, right?
Yep.
That's
Oh.
the fans' hobby. I need that.
I honestly thought that was the OG. I know. Like you guys could spot what the OG looks like compared to the Fans Hobby one. Honestly, I'm still new to identifying the Armada Unicron trilogy figures. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, hey, the original. And then,
Nope,
then you
it's
guys,
a Fans Hobby Naval Commander Power Links repaint.
Powered Commander.
Yeah.
Power Commander.
Yeah. Yes.
It's literally
All right,
Power
Bees,
Commander.
you're up. Should I do?
okay. My figure appreciation is SH Figure Arts Spider-Man No Way Home Final Battle Edition Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Peter 1. That is freaking awesome, isn't it? Yeah, I ordered this and chose a payment plan to pay it's like a certain amount of money like once a month. And I had also ordered, I should be getting in the next day or so, the Amazing Spider-Man. So, and what's funny and awesome is that when I already have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure arts, and I have him, and when you have the three of them together, guess what you can do with them? You can pose them
The meme.
pointing at each other.
God damn it.
I kid you not.
The
I
meme.
kid you not. They all come with pointing hands. Aw.
Oh,
Trying to
Hey.
That ain't fair. Also,
Anyway.
you put me on the spot. I haven't really gotten anything new.
Doesn't have to be something new. It could be anything that you just want to appreciate.
Does it have to be a figure per se?
Depends on your decision.
Dial up tired TFA brain. Hi. Oh,
oh no! It's a face reveal.
so I've done a face reveal before. I just don't like doing it.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a repeat offender, but with an added bonus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You haven't done. I don't think you've done Dreadwing yet.
I think I did last week though, because that's when I got him and Trash Master and Bludgeon.
No, you did someone specific. I just don't remember who. You didn't do Dreadwing specifically.
No. It was definitely Trash Master because you
I
mentioned
think it was Trash Master. I did. Either way, I brought these guys into frame too. But yeah.
Ooh, beautiful.
I know I did
Beautiful.
sideways, but like,
Fucking great with them,
Dreadwing's really
too.
good, but my appreciation specifically goes towards the upgrade kits. The SXS upgrade kits for Transformers Prime, Skyquake, and Dreadwing. With these two, look amazing.
Nice.
Like, they look really good.
They do look pretty good.
I mean, it's better than these fucking
So,
dinky ass things.
Dreadwing does look really good, JJ.
Also, as you know, some of you are aware, I'm a fan of G.I. Joe and crossovers. Well, it doesn't
What,
get
really?
much more.
Never would have
It
guessed.
doesn't. It doesn't get.
This is new information to me.
Doesn't get much more 80s crossover than G.I. Joe Classified Sergeant Slaughter.
I take offense to that.
Yes,
I wanna make the joke.
in the
I wanna make the
1980s,
joke.
in the 1980s, wrestling and G.I. Joe combined with this figure. Now, this is a 6-inch, the 6-inch classified, comes with 14 accessories, including the Sarge himself, a hat, whistle, AK-47, and wealth of hands. And here is the figure himself.
Wait, how many accessories did you say it came with?
14. And 8 of those
You
are
say
actual
that and
hands.
immediately, if you say that, and I immediately think of Thew's review for Universe, whatever the repaints.
Yep.
You know, with 14 missiles.
I don't know. And in the little, I was going to say, in the little footlocker case, there's all, you even get a little tiny Sergeant Slaughter figure he can hold. That is a cool addition.
That's kind of cool.
Hello.
Hey, BC.
So my figure appreciation, honestly, it's entirely because of the fact that I am, for whatever reason, just obsessed with the actual legacy of this mold, and the fact that we were denied this years ago in the Universe toy line is a fucking crime. My figure appreciation of the week this week is Legacy Leader Class Toxitron.
Ooh.
This thing is simply one of the most garish things I've ever seen, and I love it because of that. He looks spectacular. Honestly, of the three versions of this mold thus far, this one fixes the head for one. It can actually move properly.
Oh, nice.
The paint on this looks superb. They really went above and beyond to make this not just feel like a typical toy you buy on a retail shelf. They did a lot to make this feel a lot more premium, and I genuinely appreciate it. So yeah, that's my big appreciation of the week.
Awesome. That Toxitron is back in a specific subline.
I
The
finally saw
Toxitron
him
color.
in wild today. Today in the wild at my local Walmart.
Yeah, that's all I ever see. Like when it comes to the leader class figures from that subline, I've yet to see a Grimlock.
I saw Grimlock once.
You're about to see him twice.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Did you get Toxitron?
I have Toxitron. I got him from Pulse.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
The only reason I got this and a couple other of the Toxitron stuff is thanks to the TF Dadict.
So here's the question.
Now all I need is Sideswipe.
So here's the question I'm now thinking. When Studio Series TF-86 Swoop drops, how long do you reckon it'll be until we see a completed G2 Dinobots repaint?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I'm going to be real with you when I say that. I don't think it's happening.
You think G2 Grimlock is just going to be the outlier?
Precisely.
Okay.
Wait, I'm a little... What was the question? I've zoned out slightly.
What I was saying, TFA, is we know that Studio Series 86 Swoop is dropping early next year, I think it is. It's like April
the
or
first
March.
Quarter, like second quarter of the year, most likely.
Yeah, I've heard like March or April time it's supposed to be dropping.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So the question is once that drops in March, when do we suppose we'll get a complete set of G2 repaints for the Dinobots?
Gen Selects, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say since we've had obviously,
or maybe some other because they seem to really love doing that.
Because we've had mainline G2, so.
Well, I mean, yes, like we got G-Axis, and then
side swipe. We've had the two versions of.
That's not mainline though. That's like. If we're talking strictly mainline, the only G up would literally just be G-Axis then, because everything else was like an exclusive.
Well, what wasn't the G2 G-Axis Trooper not retail?
Buzzworthy Bumblebee Target exclusive. With
but it was but we've just had the, as B showed earlier, the G2 Sideswipe from the Toxitron line.
Right, but that's all Walmart. You're not understanding what I'm saying, though, dude. Like that's not mainline. That is That is specifically through Walmart.
Right.
It's a capsule, is what he's trying to say.
Okay, because to me, mainline is something. Because to me, mainline is obviously, to me, whether it's a Walgreens, Target, or somewhat exclusive, it's still mass market retail and not, hidden behind an exclusive subline like Gen Select, Z Hobby, that sort of thing. But but that's just my opinion. Not don't take that as fact.
Right. Yeah, but you see what I mean, though, because like literally the only mainline character from G2 we got was G-Axis. We haven't gotten.
Was Road Rocket?
Everything.
I was going to say,
everything.
TFA, was Road Rocket a exclusive?
Road Rocket was a Velocitron exclusive.
Hi, JJ.
Hey, JJ.
Hello. Hello. It's a wild JJ. A wild JJ appeared.
Still Pokeball.
There you go.
No, you gotta use a great ball.
So
if that doesn't work,
I heard BC's figure appreciation for this week. You know what's mine?
Go on.
Here's mine. Here's mine. It's a figure. And it took me so long to get. It took me so long to get this figure. And I absolutely love this boy. I love this boy. And Armada had his 21st birthday recently.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Happy birthday to Transformers Armada.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Is that the OG Megatron? Armada?
No, that's Legacy.
It's Legacy.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker.
I don't know why. It took me so long just to get this figure, but I freaking love this figure. I absolutely love it.
It's a banger, dude. I think he's great, all things considered.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, one of the horns on mine warped to no fucking end because of the move.
No.
And the horns are definitely... It's fine. I managed to fix it somewhat. I got it to a point where the only way you'll notice it is if you're literally holding the thing like up close. But like if it's on the shelf, you would legit wouldn't tell the difference.
I mean, you could still just do like the hair dryer, like the hot water trick.
Yeah,
I'm okay for right now. I'm okay. I don't need it to be perfect right now. I just need it to look like it's fine.
JJ,
It doesn't really have all. It doesn't have the bells and whistles that the original toy had, like all the rams and all the attack mode or something. But again, in the show, I don't think Megatron did that in tank mode. I don't think so.
No, he didn't. He never did.
So this is particularly cartoon accurate. So this is cartoon accurate without the, didn't really have the tank mode, battle mode, or something. So I'm perfectly fine with that because that's what I grew up watching the cartoon, and I realized,
Did you see that upgrade kit that actually makes it where the shoulders can like properly rotate like they do in the cartoon and the original toy?
Talk now.
Talk.
What, me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
Talk now.
Yeah, I stumbled across an upgrade kit where someone made.
Wait, hold on. Wait, as Bees needs to say something.
Okay, what I've been trying to say earlier in regards to the horns on the Legacy Megatron, the Legacy Armada Megatron, is mine were warped out of the packaging, basically, and they're somewhat straight now. So I'm hoping that maybe DNA Designs might make an upgrade kit for the Legacy Armada figures as a whole that maybe might include some new horns that are made of like a sturdier plastic. I don't know. But anyway, this is what I've been wanting to say.
Okay. Go ahead.
May continue.
Why talk when I can show?
Do not move.
Don't move. Don't move. Holy crap.
There's a not nailed anyway.
Where can we get this? Is this one of those like obscure upgrade kits that can be found only on eBay or what?
You can find it on eBay.
Yeah,
Right.
I have a feeling.
$13.77.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be waiting for DNA Designs, my guy.
Yeah. Same here. But as is, I'm perfectly fine with the shoulders. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with the shoulders as is, because in the show, I don't think the whole shoulder.
Yes, they did.
They did?
Yes, they did. They did. Literally in episode 3 base, whenever he's shooting his cannon, whenever he's power linked with Leader 1, you see his shoulder backwards.
Either
I'm
way,
not much of a nerd when it comes to Armada. I have no shame.
either way, let's all just be happy about the fact that at least somebody fucking addressed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally, it just took one part. That's all they had to do. But budget, money.
I'm very pissed off DC right now. Mostly because I have this in my hands.
I mean, at least it gets to see it.
And this is also Ruffalo labeled up the ass, too.
Do you have the DNA design kit or no?
Hmm?
Do you have the DNA design kit or no?
I wasn't wasting money on that piece of shit.
Damn.
Damn!
Damn.
Damn.
Oh my god!
Damn. Oh my gosh. Damn.
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 I asked you a question
basically.
earlier, by the way. I don't think you answered. Did you get a haircut?
Yes, I got a haircut like a few days ago. Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago or something.
Looks good.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. But I think, but the thing I need to do right now is grow my hair longer now.
Why?
Because it's for my performance in the musical, the Viking musical.
Oh.
I was like, what musical?
The Viking musical.
Did you know I actually have Viking lineage?
Well, it was written by someone who is married to the descendant of Fortbeard himself.
Oh, that's why you're a crazy bastard sometimes. Sometimes.
There's a Viking named. Wait, there's a Viking named Fortbeard.
Swain
Duh.
Forkbeard.
Fortbeard is the Viking, yeah, himself.
Yeah.
Huh.
Swain
Forkbeard.
Sounds like a
Forkbeard.
pirate.
It does.
Oh, sounds like a pirate you would hear on One Piece.
Oh no, even better. It sounds like a Scooby Doo monster name.
Sounds like a Power Ranger monster name.
That too. I'm Forkbeard. I'll destroy
I'm gonna
you,
make you
Power
eat your
Ranger.
vegetables.
I'll destroy
sound
you
like
with
Mr.
this
Krabs.
Arr.
Actually, this
Oh god, he does sound
Fortbeard
like
guy
he's-
was actually a
when
real
someone
dude.
contact Clancy Brown.
He was
Yeah,
actually a
they're
real
people-
dude.
Hang on, there are two people talking at the same time.
Yeah, I caught myself. JJ, you go. You were talking. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, Forkbeard is actually a real dude. He used to live in the years 963 to 1014. He was the king of Denmark from 986 until his death. You know, he was king of Norway as well, king of England as well. So, and,
Imagine what it was like in those time periods.
that is, and the Forkbeard musical is based on the story of Forkbeard himself, and yeah, it was written by this woman named Nancy. She's married to Forkbeard's descendant, and she wrote the musical based on her husband's lineage.
That's cool.
And in the musical itself, we have a lot of battle scenes to do, and we have a lot of singing and a lot of choreography, a lot of stepping on my back. so yeah.
Stepping on the
It'll be fun. We're performing in October. Yeah, October 7th to 29th.
So,
For sure.
So you
For
have,
sure.
so you do have some time to try and grow your hair out.
Yep, I'm trying to grow my hair out to get ready for the. Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of in my college years. My last year of college, I was finally cast in a play where I actually was basically the role was actually did something instead of just standing around. That's a whole other rant for another time. I was cast as Renfield in Dracula, and yeah, I was told that I had to grow out my hair and my beard. And around that time, I was like, I think it's about time I get a haircut. But then I was told I had to grow my hair out, and I was like, God damn it! So yeah, like I had to grow my hair and my beard out so I could look as like all unkempt as possible.
Had the same reaction.
Oh my god!
Because
Just
when they told me that I had to grow my hair out, and I'm like, shouldn't have cut my hair then. Oh well.
yeah.
How would they know?
Growing my hair out wasn't.
Why-
Because
Well,
my,
you know,
my
Oh my gosh! There's so many people talking.
Sorry.
Woody.
All right.
Let me talk first. My role in the musical is actually my role is a bishop, and they want me to grow my hair. I'm like, huh? I don't remember bishops having long hair. Okay, sure. But I guess they wanted me to grow my hair out because I also have other roles in the musical, like the Viking villager and like a priest or something. I don't know. Like
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure if you were a priest and to hide the fact that you have long hair, maybe you're gonna wear some kind of hat and tuck all the hair underneath it in. Maybe.
Yeah, because the bishop usually wears the tall thing, over their head.
Yeah. Oh, and shit. Yeah. When I was shit, I'm talking over somebody.
Well, if you're a monk, JJ, at least you can hide your long hair under a robe.
Yeah. So like growing my hair out was not that big of an issue for me. It was growing my beard out that I found the most miserable because, oh my god, it was like simply put, I looked like a schnauzer when I ate. Like, fucking Rob knows what I'm talking about from his reaction. Yeah, like I practically had to have a fucking hose nearby after I ate because like I'd have so much fucking food in my beard.
Nope.
I'm just like it was fucking annoying more than anything. And worst of all, I'm a bit of a fast eater. I have to make I had to learn real quick to make a conscious effort to slow down eating. Otherwise, I'd accidentally eat my own mustache. Like the mustache itself would get caught. It'd be like so long, it'd get into my lips, and my teeth would start tugging on it. Like, oh god damn!
Oh, I hate that, dude.
Oh my goodness! Ouch!
And it's getting there again, and I gotta trim it again. I hate that shit.
Yeah, once my mustache starts getting to the point where it's like touching more than just like the border around my lips, and snip. There we go. Oh, and speaking of Renfield, okay, I just remembered I have photos of myself in costume as Renfield. Look at that.
They're weak.
Wow! Oh my god! Is that blood on it?
It's
probably
it's corn syrup and food coloring. Fake blood is really good.
Wait,
What?
I was going to zoom in on you. Give everybody an actual proper chance to see it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at that shit. So I had to tease my hair to get it all like that.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, why am I? Oh, okay.
Oh,
I remember that picture. Okay.
look at
Yes,
that!
that is corn syrup and red food coloring in there. And let me tell
That
you, fake
is
blood.
so good as fake blood. Wow. That's really good.
Add a little bit of. Add a little bit of sugar, and you got yourself a tasty snack.
Well, let me tell you, that was actually fun.
Oh my god, my fucking head.
That was like being in Dracula was fun. The director told me that for my characterization, he was going for the Dark Knight Joker and Gollum mixed together, and the voice actor in me was very tickled with the idea of this. I threw in Mark Hamill's Joker too.
Ooh, I need to hear that now.
God, I'm like
cut deep now.
God, I'm trying to remember. Like, God, it's been so long. I should have the script somewhere, but I don't feel like digging it out. Like, I'm trying to think of something that he. Fuck, if I ever remember a line of dialogue that he'd said, then I'll definitely let you know and like try and get back into character there.
Is it sad to get sad whenever you hear the words Mark Hamill's Joker now?
Why?
He's not doing that voice anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. He won't do. Yeah, Kevin Conroy. He just can't do Joker anymore without Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Mm,
The fact that
yeah.
I'm sad now.
Like I'm not trying to be depressing. I was honestly asking like a legit question because like
And,
I don't do
and you know what? You know what else is sad news? The original Harley Quinn died.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, look what you did! Just made him rage quit, dude.
No, he's just scaring shit out of his ass.
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say?
Sorry would be nice.
Not even that. Charles Martinet retiring as Mario, Luigi, Wario, and Waluigi.
Yeah. All I'm going to say is, JJ, you brought this upon yourself. You have no one else to blame.
Oh God, what would have been hilarious is if BC decided to channel Rolf and be like, "You should be nice."
BC.
It'd be like, JJ would be like, "What is that? I had to discipline.
Woody.
Do you live in a cave?"
Woody.
Yeah. Yep. Ow! Ow! Stop it.
They're just being a bully.
They're being so fucking violent and aggressive with each other.
Woody. Look at BC.
You know what, JJ? Focus your attention on bees.
Oh no.
Well,
Squeaking.
dude, that. What are your hands made of bubble wrap or something?
Is anybody else
I don't
going to
know.
take a crack at him?
I'm too tired.
Woody, hit him.
Hang on. Let me get the weapon.
Oh boy, the shoe, the slipper.
He's gonna send me to Jesus.
I
Oh
will
god, it's the
send.
Chancla.
I will send you poor Jesus. Shit.
Dude, you get like a vegetarian, just like Savage. Is that all you guys got?
I'm good.
Watch him watch this episode and then hear that comment and just come back at you tenfold.
Yeah, you didn't realize they don't call him the Savage for no reason.
Hi, bees.
BC, I want to ask a
Hi.
question to BC.
Oh, hey Digimon, champions of the digital world.
And
Hey,
there's our
JJ.
weekly bees death of and there's our weekly bees death on the scrapyard moment.
Yep.
Yes.
So what do you need, JJ?
I was like, I was trying to ask a question. What's the title about?
What are you pointing at me, dick?
Because you came back.
So,
Fucking
can
wrong.
I do want to say, I am concerned with one of the Transformers I had planned to pre-order.
Oh, let me guess.
Which is what?
Code Red.
Oh. I thought you were talking about
The Stranger Things one. The Stranger Things
yeah.
crossover. The reason why
No,
is...
I thought you were I thought you were talking about
Yeah. So the only reason why, JJ, is because it's being listed as being released late 2023. We're now in September, and there's not been any pre-orders or anything like that released since San Diego.
I'm telling you, Woody, it's most likely going to come out on Hasbro PulseCon.
In a
Or
couple of weeks.
maybe like next Tuesday for Transformers Tuesday they'll put it out because they do that.
Well, so JJ,
The
stop
one
it.
that I'm concerned about now, especially since they got pushed up, is the pre-Cybertronian War stuff.
Excuse me.
Mainly poor Nacelle because
People
have been reporting copies of some of their copies have fungus.
Yeah, I shared the news of that.
Like mold almost. Like it's fucking gross.
There is literal, Nacelle. I'm going to say yes. The news is Nacelle literally has mold growing on it.
Literally, Nacelle is a fun guy. Oh wait, I'm dead.
Wake your ass up, bees, or I'm taking the Scorponok.
Wait, no, hold on.
That's fine words, fucker.
Oh, fuck you, I ain't afraid.
Base.
Yes.
Those fighting words. This fight will end in 2 moves. Me hitting you and you hitting the floor. Here's a live demonstration.
I was going to say.
Bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Visa's going to hear 2 bangs. One of him hitting the floor. 2. The second, the ambulance door closing.
Wait, isn't he in an apartment? Wait. Isn't he in an apartment?
Yes.
So he'd be hearing 3 bangs from the neighbors next door. Am I wrong?
So you were going to say
the fucked up part. He's not wrong.
So Nacelle literally has fungus growing on it.
My question is, can it be cleaned?
Well,
yes,
to be fair, with
light layer, but I've seen pictures and it's like a very lightly bread. How like it gets that type where it's like you can just kind of scrape it off.
To be fair, the thing is that a lot of people are saying, is it toxic? Is it going to cause actual harm if you actually?
Mold is made out of. Mold is partially made out of penicillin. Like this is a legit like biohazard for people.
Yeah, so if you have a penicillin allergy, this could actually cause some serious health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that basically means until I know for a fact that this thing can either be cleaned or I can get a copy that's not going to have this issue, I cannot buy Nacelle at any given point.
To be fair, and they're actually saying this, is you don't know if your Nacelle is affected until you open it.
Yeah.
So,
but there have been literal several, and like my copy got mold on it or fungus on it, and it's. Dude, I don't know what's going on with Hasbro's QC, but this shit needs to get fixed.
Will it? I'm gonna say
no. My turn.
Oh no.
Oh god, what have I wrought?
Hasbro, let me make something abundantly fucking clear. All right. I was willing to deal with the yellowing and a lot of the misassembly issues. Like that's all stuff I can fix. That's all stuff that, like, honestly, my Cyclone is yellowed. I legit don't care. If anything, I think it makes it look more visually pleasing. If the yellowing happens on my Menosaur, big fucking whoop, I can paint over it. I have a child now. He's currently being watched by his grandma, but I have a fucking son now. And now all of a sudden I'm finding out you have a fucking exclusive toy that if I buy this thing, I am now running the possible risk of bringing a biohazard into my home. Are you fucking kidding me? This is unacceptable. And this needs to be addressed, and you need to do something about it. Like, just the gloves are coming off on my end now. This is absolutely unacceptable. You need to fucking fix this, or you are not going to charge what you are charging for this. Because I'm not going to pay the maximum price for this fucking thing. It's going to come to my home with fucking mold on it. That is not okay. That is not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, what I want to see is either somebody find a way to clean the fucking shit and actually show us how to do it. So if I do buy this thing, because let's face it, I kind of fucking need that now. As soon as I get it, I need to know if I can fucking clean that shit. And if I can't, I cannot ever buy this thing. Entirely because it could run the risk of making my son sick. And that is something I am not okay with.
Nope.
Fix your shit, get it together, and stop letting this shit go on. And while we're at it, I'm just gonna say this real quick, because in general, this is just how I've been feeling lately. Let's talk Lightning Collection. You guys have officially decided to take the one line that I have been the most, and I cannot even fathom how much I have praised that line. And how I was one of the very few who complained about anything with those toys. And the very few times I did, it was for a validated reason. I never complained about your figures. I never complained about the QC. Never. Not even once. This whole, due to the SAG-AFTRA strike bullshit that's going on, why does that affect a toy line where you literally have literal years of fucking character concepts and toys that you can make figures out of to continue to flourish the line up until you can get the reboot off the ground? I do not want to hear all that bullshit about how, due to this happening with the strike, intervening with the reboot process, we can't put out new Lightning Collection. Bullshit. You just started putting out the main guys for Turbo. You just started putting out the guys for Lightspeed. You just started RPN. You just started 3 fucking teams. And you're putting the fucking line on ice? Because you don't want to release product without a fucking show? No. Bullshit. Release the fucking teams. Complete the fucking teams that you've already fucking started. It's absolutely fucking asinine to hear that shit. It's absolutely fucking asinine. I refuse to be told otherwise.
Yep.
It is bullshit. This literally, all this is this is a bunch of toy makers listening to only one specific demographic and being bitter about it. That's what it is. Because the people who are like me, where I actually buy Lightning Collection, there are people who only buy Mighty Morphin. We ain't the fucking same. I actually do buy Lightning Collection. I have proof of it, literally sitting in a bin because I haven't gotten any of it out yet. I just recently got Minotaur and the new Rita Repulsa. I have committed to this line. If you motherfuckers put this line on ice, I am lighting you up like a fucking blaze. I'm making that one very fucking clear. Because at that point, not only are you messing with the one franchise that made me a nerd to begin with, you are now messing with my money. Because I've invested into this line. If this line ends up going to the shit can and never comes back, I am never going to stop lighting you ablaze until you fucking do something about it. Because
Yeah.
Bring it back, you see. Bring it back. Gundam!
Calm down. Sure.
Gundam. I got nothing for you. You guys are great. Just stay over there. Pat your head. You guys are good. You guys are good. Yeah. Sorry. You slept like a Anyways, so letting the rage come down for a minute, it's one thing to put in all this work and buy this toy line. Like, realistically, as a parent, I really shouldn't be doing this. I'm well aware of this. But I've been doing this well before my son was born. And I have, like, you can even ask any one of these guys right here. I still praise the Lightning Collection line for everything it's done. So, say what you will. Educate me what you will. I don't care. This is literally a case of my money and my favorite franchise of all time is now basically under serious fire. And I'm not okay with it. One of my favorite franchises, being Transformers, just fucking put out a new toy that's growing mold on it. That's a biohazard. I'm not okay with that. Why am I buying these fucking toys if none of them are going to actually amount to anything? Why? Just, I was really hoping and praying I wasn't going to get into this rant. But the moment this whole thing with Nacelle came up, at that point, I just became a ticking time bomb.
Sorry.
So, I'm going to take this as a minute to simmer down, and then when I come back, we'll do BC's hot take for the episode.
I am finally unmuted after that rant.
Whew. Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Is anyone...
Hey.
Hold on. I have a question. Who here is daring enough to challenge me at that point?
No. To be honest, BC, do you know what I'm going to say? Do you know what I'm going to say to you right now, BC? You are dead on the goddamn money. I mean, there are a few things I'd add. You know, all the goddamn issues with HasLab, Star Saber. Because I mean, the thing is, that is a goddamn $200 toy, right? I mean, if you bought it from HasLab directly, not counting sales, but come on. We shouldn't, if we're paying over $200 for a HasLab, then we should not have misassembled parts, paint chips, bits,
missing
you know,
parts.
loose.
Missing parts as well.
Exactly.
People
You know,
missing parts with some of their copies, and it's like, the hell's going on?
you know,
Imagine if Victory Saber is sold without the Micromasters.
Yeah, there were people reported. I mean, I'm going to say it. There were like, and this, it's not just Transformers. It's goddamn GI Joe as well. The HasLab Sky Strike. The HasLab Sky Striker that got released. Last year, at the beginning of this year, after so much time. Well, they made in the GI Joe retro line, they made a HasLab for the Sky Striker, which was a HasLab project. It went for $300 in the end, right?
Jesus.
And this was a full-size reproduction Sky Striker with tons of new features, accessories. Then there was about 8 figures that came with it as well. Guess what? Guess what? That thing is riddled with QC issues as well. The wings don't snap in properly. The retractable extending landing gear doesn't retract properly. The Cobra Commander that comes with the set has 2 right arms.
Yep. And
people reported broken figures out of the package. Oh, and the big one is that Scarlet's crossbow doesn't even have a goddamn handle. And I'm thinking, dude, you literally made millions off this project, right? We're probably talking, hundreds of millions? Easily, from these projects. And the return on investment isn't there.
Avenging is speaking nothing but fucking facts here. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not going any further with it. I'm not poking the bear. No. Just flat out. Let me put it to you guys this way. When the Admiral speaks, you listen.
And the Admiral is speaking the truth.
The Admiral has fucking spoken in this case.
He's an Admiral?
Admiral Tragedy.
Yeah, in our crew Facebook chat, he's referred to as Admiral Tragedy.
I'm not familiar with all the lore and the rankings and everything.
It's just a thing we do.
It's just a fun little thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not meant to understand.
Yeah, but the fact is, it's still the point there that like I've said, if we're going to pay that much money for a figure, it should work as intended and not wait for a third party to come and fix what they're too lazy to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is on that, just to extend on that just slightly, would you say that includes gap fillers for mainline figures?
Yep.
Or no. Is that just? Or is
I don't feel like gap fillers are. I feel like people who buy gap fillers are just the people who just display their figures in robot mode and never decide to transform them. Which isn't a bad thing because parts gotta go somewhere. So there's gotta be some
like for Legacy Cosmos, his hands are supposed to be flipped in. That's why there are the hollow gaps. And I'm fine with that. I don't really complain about hollow gaps. I don't even display my figures like basically just spread out the arms and then they just reveal the hollow gap.
I'm really fucking hoping and praying that Hasbro is going to address the Cosmos at some point because we desperately need another go. That figure as a whole desperately needs another chance at retail.
To be fair, I wouldn't bank on Hasbro actually saying anything about any of this because they've never said anything about the Sky Striker. They never said anything about Victory Saber. They never said anything about the broken Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Hmm.
And
I
to
don't
be
know.
fair,
I guess it depends on. Sorry.
I was going to say, and to be fair, I don't think they'll actually say anything about Cosmos or freaking Amazon Nacelle turning up.
They did say something about Cosmos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, can I say something? I need to explain to Woody about something. Woody, if you don't remember, Cosmos was mentioned in the Q&A session during what was it called again?
San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, SDCC. During SDCC, Cosmos was mentioned in the Q&A session. They said that they are planning to reissue Cosmos at some point. They will plan to reissue Cosmos at some point, and they need to do it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, July, August, September, 3 months, and absolutely nothing.
Well,
well,
dude,
not
they
this
already
year.
got
Not
stuff
reissuing him this
in
year.
mind.
Not this year in
they
mind.
already got stuff already planned for the next year. I'd be surprised if Cosmos ends up being a buzzworthy exclusive or something.
Yeah.
If that happens, then it's going to be the same exact mess all over again. They need to do a retail run of him. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, because as soon as he goes up on
we know.
And that, you see, this is my big problem with exclusives, selling Cosmos for 1 per case was just a dumb, stupid move from Hasbro. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what their brains were.
JJ, that wasn't Hasbro's fault. That was Walmart's.
That was Walmart.
Stupid Walmart. Super Walmart.
Walmart
Blame
was
Walmart for
the
that.
one that fucked up because in the UK, Smith's store and every other toy retailer ended up getting full cases of Cosmos. The US was the only place that only got 1 per case. And even if it was to go back up on Pulse, it would sell out just as fast because Velocitron subline. The minute he went up for pre-order, the minute he went out of stock.
Yeah. And the thing is, it was another Hasbro misunderestimating supply and demand again.
No, it wasn't Hasbro. It was Walmart.
Yeah, but what I'm
dumbasses are we want this amount of these characters because we think this guy's not going to sell well, so we're only going to assign him 1 to case, and then everyone else is going to get 2 cases.
Yeah,
it was one of the biggest L's in the Transformers franchise history.
But I mean, but you were saying about Smiths. I mean, yes, that is true. But I mean, again, it was just a case of even in the UK and Europe, demand outstripped supply.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Well, everyone wanted Cosmos. The minute they found out he was an exclusive, everyone wanted him because no one thought we would ever get a new Cosmos after the Thrilling 30s storyline.
Yeah, and that reissue in Power of the Primes.
Yeah. Literally just the same thing from Thrilling 30s.
Yeah.
Cosmos,
but also, does anybody remember the curse of Cosmos?
What curse?
Whenever a new Cosmos would come out, it will be the spelling of the doom of a toy line. Because during Classics, they were working on a deluxe Classics Cosmos, and then that line went under. So when Titanium picked it up and tried to release it under their banner, Titanium got canceled.
Oh.
When Thrilling 30 was coming around, hold on, let me finish. When Thrilling 30 came around and they were showing off all the new Legends class stuff, and people saw Cosmos was going to be a part of the lineup, not even 2 months later, there was that big fucking scuttlebutt about how the wave with Cosmos and Swerve is getting canceled.
What?
To the point where, I shit you not, TJ Omega bit on that way too hard, and he overpaid on both figures, only to find out 2 weeks later that they were hitting shelves.
Yeah, I remember having to go to a Lakeland Target to find those two.
The only time that did not happen was when they re-released the Cosmos mold as Cosmos in the Prime Wars trilogy.
Yeah, and Titan's Return. Titan's Return.
Was it Titan's Return?
No.
Yeah, Titan's Return. Titan's Return.
Yeah, it was Titan's Return. It was one of the last ones of the. It was one of the last figures. Is one of the last figures to be released.
Wait, was it?
Because Power of the Primes never had Cosmos. Only Titan's Return.
Yeah, it was Titans. It was on. It was in the last wave.
Last
it was
wave.
in one of.
It was
the
in
last wave.
Yeah, last wave of Legends class figures from Titan's Return. Yep.
Yeah, because it came out with Outback, I believe. Outback, Sea Spray.
Yeah, I remember now.
And wasn't it
I think there
Roadburn?
was
Roadburn, yeah.
No. Was it Roadburn or was it Cindersaur? Because I think it was.
I think it was Roadburn.
No, Cindersaur was wave 3.
Yeah, because it was part of the Roadburn, Sea Spray, and Outback.
No.
I could have sworn there was a Decepticon. They always do a Decepticon.
No.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that's what it was. I just didn't know that back panel.
No. Cindersaur was a Power of the Primes, not in Titan's Return.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
was it
They-
really
it-
just only the auto? Was it really?
So
just
let
only
me
the
say,
Autobots that went?
recap. Wave 4 of Legends class Titan's Return, Brawn and Roadburn, and then Wave 5 was the last one, Cosmos and Sea Spray.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Remember when Transformers toy lines had 5 waves?
Yep. Because it came out, because I remember that was the one that didn't sell because everybody had already got it, but they wanted Sea Spray. And it was obviously the Jump Starters and Target Masters that were the big ones.
Only
I remember
Outback
when
was a Power of the Primes.
Outback, yes. Outback was...
Remember when Transformers had 5 waves? Remember that joy that we used to have? Too bad that's never happening again.
Because I remember, I found two...
Aren't we down to fucking 3 waves now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes if we're lucky, 4.
And that also includes exclusives.
But look at Studio Series, like now Wave 22 then.
You guys remember the days when Transformers figures had 5 waves? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh,
my main. You know what's one exclusive figure that I never even found in my country?
Which was?
Oh boy, Earthrise Deluxe Class Runabout.
Oh, he was
shit.
To be fair, the battle chargers were a nightmare to find in the UK as well. Same with Ratchet.
They were
Run
bad
'em
here
up
in the
and
US.
Runabout.
I don't even think they got it. I know Runabout got cited in Target because, of course, he was a fucking Target exclusive, but I don't think anyone found Runamuck. And if they did, no one reported it.
I found Runabout. I got Runabout.
Right, but you're not in the US.
Yeah.
See,
to be fair,
Here's the thing. You got to bear in mind when all of these guys were coming out.
You mean this guy?
Yes, that guy.
yeah.
Hold on, BC was talking.
When bearing in mind, I wasn't reporting on any of this stuff because I was officially out on mainline. I was done. I found both plentifully at a Target, but I never reported it. That's on me.
So we have you to blame.
To be fair, again, this was I'm like JJ in this situation is the fact that all those exclusives from Earthrise and Netflix just were a nightmare to find in the UK. That Ratchet was one of the most... I'm not joking. At one point, Ratchet, Thrust, the Prowl Ironhide 2-pack, the Battle
Oh,
Chargers, and Bumblebee were the most sought-after figures.
Yeah. You see, I had to go through many lengths to get a lot of the Earthrise exclusives, like the Netflix stuff. The 3 Netflix figures that I only care for. Soundwave, Bumblebee, and the Leader One. The Leader One was given to me for free as a gift from a friend.
DC wants to...
Go.
So, we all know that once I did come back to mainline, I jumped in pretty hard, and I've already got a decent bulk of the characters I need. When it comes to my season 1s, there's one major Carbot gap that's bugging me immensely.
And
Bumblebee?
Is that Bumblebee?
No.
It's Prowl.
I know who.
Prowl.
Yep.
That Earthrise Prowl and Ironhide pack.
Just get the dead.
Oh,
Prowl.
that's the 2-pack. That's the 2-pack you're talking about. You're talking about the live ass 2-pack.
Say it again.
Just get the dead Prowl and customize it. See, it's not effective on me because I don't got any physical reaction.
I was gonna say, just get the... Oh.
You sent him to the Shadow Realm.
But I was gonna say though, BC, he's not wrong. Just get the dead barricade.
Actually, yeah, that's a better idea. Get Barricade and just customize them as
Yeah,
Prowl.
get the dead barricade. You can just customize it as Prowl.
But then again, I know BC. He wants the exact character like me, so.
Yep.
Consider this a call to arms.
He's
I
gonna
don't
kill
know
me.
who you call your fan base,
BC,
but if
you know-
anyone's watching and is willing to help him out, reach out to BC if you can find a listing, or if you have an Earthrise Prowl that you want to part with. I'm pretty sure he'd greatly appreciate it.
Also-
I was gonna say, can BC even afford it now?
That's a low blow. I mean, yes, he's a parent now, but come on.
No, but I mean, does he even have a working? I was gonna say, look, all I'm saying is, does he even have his left kidney, to give for to pay for it?
All right, that's it. Brad, come on.
Can I just say?
Well,
BC's gonna kill me because BC's gonna kill me. It's, I have Earthrise Prowl.
So do I.
So there's 2 people in this stream now that have Earthrise Prowl.
Yeah,
Make that 3.
that's me.
I'm the TF addict. It's self-explanatory at this point.
So there's 3.
Yeah.
BC, yeah, but Bees, you just got to remember one thing: BC knows where you live.
Anyway, I don't think I actually finished on my thing with the exclusive figures here. Yeah. I had to go like so many lengths to get the Earthrise exclusives. Like Netflix Soundwave, I had to overpay for it. I had no choice.
JJ,
That
are you
that
saying you
Netflix-
bought from a scalper?
Yeah, I overpaid. I had no choice.
That Netflix
And,
Soundwave
I
was
mean,
common as...
the Doomsday option exists for a reason.
I was going to say, that Netflix Soundwave was common as dirt here.
Yeah,
What, sorry?
It must have been nice. I thought that he was gone, and I had to have a friend of mine from Instagram buy one for me, and I paid.
I was
$40.
so, yeah. I was so happy when I got Netflix Soundwave, but I didn't like how much I had to pay for it. So,
I mean, to be honest, at one point, I'm not joking, JJ, when I say this. Here at Smith's Toys, I went in once. They were literally loads of the Sparkless bots, the Seekers, and Soundwave, and the Ultra Magnus spoiler pack.
Yeah. And then
off top. Sorry, I just want to ask one thing off topic, very quick. Does anyone have any knowledge if DNA design kits get knocked off?
No,
No.
They don't?
Nope.
they
Nope.
do not.
They do not.
Okay, so in that case, follow-up question. I found the Predaking upgrade kit finally. Is $90 too much? Given
Right.
I
Oh,
know you bought it at one point. Oh, I'm trying to remember.
I was going to say, what, for the Power of the Primes Predaking?
yes, the Power of the Prime Predaking upgrade kit. I found it on eBay for like $90-something.
If I remember rightly, that's the one that includes the all 5 swords, doesn't it?
It includes all 5 sword pieces that form the big sword. It includes the alternate hands, the wings for dive. Yeah, all of that.
And new weapon. Yeah, new.
Yes.
It's the weapons kit, wings, fists.
It's everything. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
kind of like pressed here. Like,
I'm
is
just
that
trying
a
to
big
remember-
deal?
I'm just trying to remember what was in it. That was all.
Sorry.
I was
Anyway,
thinking
I've been
that's
asking my
that
girlfriend,
90.
asking my girlfriend, and she's saying to go for it. And I know the rarity of this kit, and the only time you're ever going to be able to get this kit is if you end up getting another Predaking. So it's like I would either want to find.
I was going to say $90 for a complete 6-piece up for effectively a 6-figure upgrade kit.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, to be honest.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Because don't forget, you're getting parts to upgrade all 5 Predacons plus Predaking. So yeah, $90 for all that. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable price.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable to me too.
So I know it's legit.
So I was going to say, I don't think DNA sold it for much more than that when it dropped, to be honest.
I genuinely don't know how much it went for. All I know is I'm finding it finally pop up on eBay from China, and normally when it's from China, you know it's legit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The only risk, there are risks, obviously, buying from China, but yeah, that actually does sound about right. Probably just a bit
Shit, it was like
cheaper.
50. Well, whatever. It's a rare set. It's like 50.
Yeah, I was going to say,
It's not a big deal.
it's probably just obviously a bit cheaper than what retail would
Anyone
be.
selling any Bionicle Hero Factory Mega Constructs Halo, can't blame a guy for trying, haha. I mean, I can probably try and send you to a specific shop, but I don't know if he ships to Canada, so.
Yep.
Hey, Brian.
And also, yeah, hi, Brian.
Hey,
What's up, Brian? Anyway,
wait a minute. I was going to say, wait a minute. Where is Mebius? I haven't seen him.
who? Oh, Mebius. Oh, don't know where he is. Is that the Metagate last night drift that turns into a black and red Bugatti?
That's
Mhm.
such
Oh my-
a good color game.
I still don't know
Oh,
why they
such a
just
good
repainted the
Love how
car.
they haven't caught on yet.
Why? I still don't get
the
why
fact that
Metagate
he's
just
dabbing?
repainted the.
Yeah, funny. Uh-huh.
No. I'm sorry. People talking over me.
Sorry, JJ. Oh, the fact
Yeah.
that he's dabbing. Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Okay.
the last night drift, Metagate. Why did you repaint the car into a black and red Bugatti? You should have remolded into a Mercedes.
Because they're a starter company, they don't want to stress themselves out too far. Because not all third-party companies nail it right out the fucking gate.
Mm-hmm.
Not like many third-party companies now can be fans' project, but none can truly be fans' toys right out the gate.
Or fans' hobby.
No, in this particular instance, I specifically mean Fans Toys because Fans Toys to this day still has a chokehold on the third-party world.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, is Fans Hobby more than holding their own? Yes. But I'm going to be real with you when I say they aren't even in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's being generous and including now dead company.
Yeah, I will say, as far as third-party companies go, there are some companies where they where the figures. What was that laugh?
Oh, that's my giddy laugh.
Okay, let
He
me.
just bought the kit.
Yeah, let me finish.
After years of waiting, I just bought that fucking kit.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Dude,
Awesome.
you should have seen me when I got the Omega Supreme from Tampa Bay Comic Collection. I
Let
lost it.
JJ talk.
Yeah, can I just finish, please? Yeah, I think it's best to mute. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, as far as third-party companies go, there are a lot of figures from third-party companies where the transformation just doesn't work. Like the Alien Attack Megatron, that one, no, the transformations are just not enjoyable. Because there's so much clearance issues. But I will say, X-Trans bots, they're actually doing a little bit better than they did a long time ago. Because their Springer and the Stunticons, well, except for the trailer, but for the Stunticons and their Springer, they have really good engineering, including their skids. I think it was called Savant. Yeah, X-Trans bot Savant. And then their Ultra Magnus also had a pretty smooth transformation as far as I'm concerned, as far as I could see, from the reviews I've seen. And so I will say X-Trans bots is doing better than they did a long time ago. So, and but Toy World needs to they need to improve on their quality. Like the transformations are just not fun. So, but
Yeah,
if you want,
that's less a quality thing and more an engineering thing.
yeah.
See, the mark of a good company is when they look at where they've gone wrong on previous figures and make improvements further down the line.
And actively go through and make improvements.
Yeah.
Case in point, Unique Toys.
Yeah.
Yes. They've done their.
Not very many people remember this, so just 1 second. I need to do this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people legit don't believe this fucking thing. Only the real ones who have been around since basically the dawn of third party recognizes this piece. So if you do recognize it without cheating, then you're one of the real ones. This was the very first thing Unique Toys ever did.
They're predicated.
Wait, it's not Ferrorex. Not Ferrorex. Ferrorex is Mastermind
Ferrorex.
Creations. Mastermind Creations is Ferrorex. Unique Toys. Yeah.
Let me be very, very, very clear. That's my aunt. Any one of you in here makes fun of her. You won't have me to deal with. You'll have her to deal with because she fucking terrifies everybody.
I'm going to be nice and say hi, BC's aunt.
Hi, Auntie.
They're going to
BC.
remain nice.
Oh.
Hi,
Of course,
Auntie BC.
Anyways, so
BC,
this
you've got to remember.
is, what this is this is Unique Toys Warlord. This is the very first, technically, this is the very first third-party predicate.
Yes, that wasn't a G1 reissue.
Exactly, and this was so ambitious for its time, and it's entirely because of the fact that this came out during a time where, let's face it, that classics aesthetic was starting to come to an end. And I'm kicking myself because I never completed the week for it. But I had a theme week planned for this, where I had all the videos recorded, I had all the reviews ready to go. I never did the editing process for it, and because of that, the files got lost over time. I came to the realization about this very, very early on when I first got the set. Because when I threw it up on my shelf once, I noticed how much he sticks out like a sore thumb when it comes to one-to-one G1 accurate characters. But then I got to thinking, and I started putting classic style figures around him, not specifically classics as a whole, classics style. Anything that had that flair to it, he fit that aesthetic like a glove. This was never meant to go with your masterpieces. This wasn't meant to go with modern day G1 characters. This was meant for classics. But since they never got it off the ground in enough time to capitalize on it, they fell to the wayside with this. And because of that, this goes down as a very infamous piece, entirely because this went to show just how bad a company could be, but also how great they can become. Because these, you like, see this? The same guys that made this floppy mess, these guys made Challenger. Bar none, the best Age of Extinction / The Last Night version of Optimus Prime you'll ever see.
Let's not forget Peru Kill. They're locked
And
down.
exactly, same exact guys. You would look at this, and then you would look at those two, and you would swear up and down it's not the same company. It is.
Yeah.
Now,
I think that Unique Toys Warlord basically got lost in the shuffle against MMC Feral Rex.
see, here's the thing. Around that point, it wasn't just those two going at it. It was 3 companies going for it.
Yeah, you had MMC Feral Rex.
It was Unique Toys Warlord. Eating salsa? I don't know what you're getting at here, but it's
MMC Feral Rex.
It was Unique Toys Warlord, and then Feral Rex and TFC's Ares. Those were the 3 different Predakings coming out. Between the 3, the one that everyone went after was MMC's Feral Rex. And I mean, you of all people should remember for a long time, like, there were people that were clamoring. Oh God. Okay. Not this episode, but okay. So I'm going to note this. This is a story I'm going to tell next episode because there's a lot behind it that I would have to explain. But all I'm going to say is that we'll consider that part of BC lore.
I can't believe that's actual lore.
There's TFA lore. There's Solo Jones lore. There's JJ Prime lore. Why can't there be BC lore?
I don't got
JJ Prime lore?
Dumbass on the camera.
What about Flaming
No,
Bees
I ain't got
lore?
I don't got lore. I'm just a dumbass with a camera.
You know,
TFA, you do realize that your life story is your lore, right?
Can I get a different publisher?
No.
That's okay. I don't have lore. I'm just a walking meme.
Sadly,
you can get memed as a whole is your lore. Matter of fact, how goes taking people to a treasure you can't possess?
Sadly, TFA, we can't all have Francis Ford Coppola directing our life story. Sometimes you know.
I just want a happy ending.
You wanted a happy ending, but you joined the Scrapyard.
Yeah, because this is the
Created
only
my
group that will
character
accept
yet
me.
from my channel, the one that the Grim Reaper fears. It's in the planning process. I have not gotten to writing it yet. Anyways, so with that stated, I think the big thing with the Unique Toys Warlord that I need to get at with it, before I get distracted again, is unfortunately, let's be real, the one thing, like, it was a newbie company trying to make their big debut, and they're going up against two juggernauts in the third-party scene.
Yeah.
And those two other companies just, like, TFC, they already had a name under their belt entirely because of Hercules. They're devastated.
Yeah.
And they're liable.
19. So at that point, TFC, they already had, at this point, if memory serves me right, they have Hercules. What the fuck was the Superion? Superion, what was that one called?
BC,
Uranus.
Didn't it? Yeah, I was about to say.
BC, Bees wants to say something. He's got his hand raised.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
When we were talking about a metagame earlier, I just wanted to show this off. Yeah, for a company that just started, this is my first and so far only figure from them as of right now. This is stellar.
Don't you have that?
No, I don't.
They've done figures, right? No. I think,
look at this.
How many has Metagate done? How many figures?
Metagate's only done 3. It's Drift, Pterosaur, and Bludgeon. And that, actually 4, and the repaint.
No.
If we're talking strictly molds, they've only done 2.
Yeah, like, just look at this. Okay, you got the alternate faces and the pterodactyl mode. You need to say something, JJ?
I need to say something. Did anyone forget Metagate's movie, Brian?
Oh, that teensy little thing?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother
do we
with that thing.
No, don't even count that.
Anyway, just
TFC.
look at how it manages the kibble. It's perfectly show accurate, and this turns into, like, granted it's a brick, but still a very clean pterodactyl mode. It's freaking borderline perfect. And, like, also on this side note, the eyeballs can actually be moved around if you want to, like, have them pointed in other directions. Like, just the amount of detail and engineering that's gone into this, I'm impressed. The moment I learned of this thing's existence, I knew I had to get it, and it's worth every penny.
Yeah. The other thing I was saying, BC, about TFC toys, their Supreme Commander line.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that. What I'm getting at is how hard of a time Unique Toys was having at the jump of their. Because when they one thing we got to bear in mind when Unique Toys showed their Predaking well before MMC even bothered to step into the ring.
Yeah. And I'm being honest, Unique Toys gave a solid fight against the competition.
And I still own Unique Toys Warlord as my Predaking, because to me, that is the version that fits the theme I'm going for. He's not meant to be directly word for word G1. He's G1 with bells and whistles.
And to be fair, and I think that's what made it work, because at the time, you know, third party was swinging in one of two directions. It was either strictly G1 accurate or masterpiece style.
Exactly. And here's the thing with that. Like I keep trying to get at, when Unique Toys first showed the Predaking, they were the first, but they were the one that no one bothered with at the end of the day. Because let's face it, Unique Toys, they were a brand new company at the time. No one really had anything from them to really kind of base their quality control on. Whereas MNC, they were just coming hot off the fucking heels of their Hearts of Steel line, which was crushing it.
Yep.
And then you have TFC, where if there's anything we learned at that time, if there's anything TFC knew how to do, it was fucking combiners.
Yep. And like I said, that Supreme Tactical Commander, their Rolling Thunder Optimus, their Destro's Dominator Megatron, fantastic toys. And BC, I showed you that one, that Sun Wukong version of Supreme Tactical Commander Nuclear Blast.
We're not going to talk about that right now. We're not. We're not. We're not going to go into how badly I fucking need that thing in my life. We're not into it.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact is, they know how to do, and the way that figure that STC Optimus Prime works, and the armor pieces, it works fantastically. It works like a dream. All the parts fold where they want. All the parts clip in snug. There's no wobble. It doesn't feel like, the parts are going to fall off if you happen to cough too loudly near it or sneeze. It feels secure and solid. And I think what helps it is, and I'm being honest, is a lot of the junction points on that STC Optimus are die-cast with plastic around it. So you've got the die-cast metal taking the, supporting the plastic. Rather than, I'm going to be honest, some companies get it the opposite way on, and it doesn't work. When you have plastic trying to take the weight and support die-cast, especially on joints. Well, that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
So with that stated, again, to make my point, TFC, Masters at Combiners, NMC, the absolute banger of a company just based on the Hearts of Steel alone. What hope did Unique Toys have of getting this Predaking out and actually beating two juggernauts? That, and the whole idea of it is, if you're one of those people where you remember Unique Toys Warlord, you're one of the ones that genuinely do have some level of third-party knowledge that not a lot of people have. For instance, if y'all want to really test my knowledge here, what would you say Fans Project's very first project actually was? Woody, shut up.
I just got back. I don't know what we're talking about.
What was Fans Project's first project?
See, on one hand, I could just Google myself and find out. On the other hand, I could just take a shot in the dark.
Take that swing. Take that swing.
And add another failure to my list? No, thanks. No. First Fans Project?
First Fans Project.
First Fans Project, not specifically figure, their first project?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Was it the Abriticus?
No. Van's Project's very first project was a Classics cliff jumper upgrade.
What?
Yes, it was. They did the Classics Bumblebee / Cliff Jumper.
See why I told him to shut up? I knew he was going to get it.
Well, you also have to remember. You also have to remember, BC. I was in third party back in the days of the very first Doctor Wu and Impossible Toys.
God damn it!
I was there with the Impossible Toys Diaclone figures that were tooled for G1 characters. I was there for the Impossible Toys Quint series.
I'm sorry. Anyone says Doctor Wu, the very first thing that goes in my head is that stupid joke I used to make all the time, where it would be like, "My name is Doctor Wu."
But back when third party
I think
was
of Doctor Who when I hear that.
the thing is though, but I was
that's
jumping on.
That's the owl version, beast.
The thing is, I was jumping on third party when it was strictly G1 and G1 related.
I actually have quite a few third-party figures in my collection.
Oh, BC, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The reason why I brought that up, it was to help prove a point. Pretty much everyone else in this panel, other than Woody, they had no fucking clue about that cliff jumper upgrade. That's how obscure it is, because everyone naturally assumes that their first project was the Fans Project City Commander trailer set.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, you're talking about going through years worth of like projects and like stuff that they've done, and it's like that. As obscure as it is, there are people out there who still remember. I just never knew it was Fans Project. I thought it was something else.
Yeah, but fact of the matter is, you didn't know it was Fans Project, did you? Since you didn't know it was Fans Project, it proves my point.
Yeah. Here's the main reason why I never thought the cliff jumper upgrade was the first Fans project. Because there was only one other Classics cliff jumper upgrade that I know of.
Field Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beelzebub, because they did Optimus upgrade kit too.
Yeah, it was to give him new weapons, like a new.
If I remember, it's a very specific MGO video. You'll remember it.
You know, this whole topic reminds me of a question, and honestly, I feel like I haven't really talked a lot, but just out of curiosity, what was everyone's introduction into third party? Like, where did you guys start?
For me, basically, my first third party figure, it was the Magic Squares Peach Girl.
I'll tell you,
you were relatively right, JJ. Because Magic Square didn't start until like what 20. I want to say like 2018.
You don't remember?
Okay. Yeah.
My first third-party figure was Open and Play Big Spring. Not Big Spring.
I hear that's fantastic.
Not Big Spring, Big Cannon.
Oh.
Big Cannon.
Yeah.
I do have Big Spring too, though. I do have Big Spring.
Big Spring, I hear, is fantastic. It was Big Cannon that no one likes.
I like it.
Yeah. Big Cannon was basically like an oversized version of Tiny Return Galvatron minus the headmaster and the disgusting jet mode.
That jet mode is not that bad. It gets too much shit. Don't even treat it as a jet mode. Treat it as like an orbital cannon.
Even as an orbital cannon, it's ass. How is it going to get any orbit at that point? Turn it into a cannon and forget the fucking jet mode exists.
Yeah,
Done deal.
I actually liked Big Cannon. Like mostly because the gimmick of it is like you like figure it out on your own or some shit. That one was easy.
To be fair, someone has to, and it had to be you.
Okay, I can live with that.
TFA, do you want to know what my first one was?
I mean, whoever wants to go.
Mine was the Impossible Toys Quint 01 from, I think it was 2006.
I would have. Wait a minute.
Wait, is that the?
That was the G1 scaled third party G1 Quintesson.
That thing. Oh god.
That was the one that had it had tentacles that moved, the head spikes, obviously, and it actually had a light up energy based gimmick.
The quality.
I feel like
but you also have to remember this. JJ, I know you did the ick face, but you also have to remember this was the dawn of third party. We are looking at the baby steps. This is where people looked at this and go, okay, this worked for 2005. Where do we go from here?
Okay, Woody.
Yep.
Let JJ go first, or let JJ go, and then we're going to listen to TFA, and then I'll mention mine.
Done.
Yeah. I actually didn't mention mine. It was a Magic Square's Peach Girl. So when I bought that figure, I didn't think that it would be able to transform.
So, wait, who is Peach Girl again?
It was the little chibi version of G1RC.
Oh, God, that thing.
It's just adorable. It's just so cute. It was so cute that I had to buy it. I had to buy it.
RC simp.
To be fair,
I'm not.
I am not, JJ.
Look,
I'm not. Anyway.
Wait. I can settle this here and now. JJ, how do you feel about Legacy Prime RC?
She's aight.
She's aight?
She's aight.
Okay, he's not a simp. He's not a simp.
Look,
to be fair, JJ,
everyone has their fictional crushes in the Transformers universe. It's a fact.
Yours is the entire damn fandom.
To be fair, JJ,
How dare you?
To be fair, JJ, I did pick up Magic Square's Inferno and Red Alert, and I did like them.
Which is
I say that
what was
pride.
that Magic Square?
Pride is not a compliment.
It was the Magic Square Inferno and Red Alert.
And what was who that? I don't know.
You know when Magic Square released their version of Legend Scale G1 Inferno and their version of G1 Red Alert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's using the character names, not the toy names.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what their figure names were, but it was their
Inferno was called Fire Extinguisher.
Extinguisher, that was it. Good toy.
You need to say something.
Go on, BC.
My very first dive into third party. Oh boy. I don't know if this is going to show my age or just how inexperienced I was at the time.
Okay.
But my very first third-party piece, and I'm going with piece because if we were going with figures, man, oh boy. At that point, the figures blur. At that point, I can't fully say, but my very first third-party piece. It's funny that I brought up Fans Project earlier because my very first third-party piece was a Fans Project piece. It was the Protector armor, the upgrade kit for Classics hot rod.
Real
Oh,
quick.
you got the Winnebago.
Yep, I got the classic style Space Winnebago, and to this day, I still think that set is simply fucking phenomenal. It's like it's so well built. It looks great on a shelf. It feels dense. Just there was so much good going for that.
Which
And
company?
because of that, I really wanted it back in the day.
It was the
We've kind of
fans
been ignoring.
project.
Sorry, we've kind of been ignoring Bees. He's had his hands up for a little bit.
Sorry, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Okay, just real quick. Like I said in the chat, I gotta head to bed, so we'll hop off.
All right. See you later, B.
Good
I've been
luck.
Flaming Bees. I'll catch you
Good luck.
guys in the next episode. Laters.
One last thing. What I was going to say.
Good luck tomorrow.
I was gonna say-
it's gone up.
Yeah, I was going to say good luck to Bees, but never mind.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah, that protector armor, I remember it. It was fantastic.
Mm.
It was. I think a lot of people hated on that, but because of that.
What was my first actual third party?
But especially because, you see, what I was going to say is, a lot of people hated on that protector armor because of that. The Magnus armor was such a great swing.
Why do people hate on it though? Because the protective armor looks good.
The
Because
protector.
people are-
It's Magnus. It's because if you think about it, at the time, the Classics Ultra Magnus was just a white cab version of Optimus Prime, and there was no armor.
Yeah, and because
Always been.
see, basically what you're getting at with that, Woody, is the reason why people held that trailer set to such a high regard is P.O. said it perfectly back in the day. It's the fact that even though they've re-released that trailer set so many fucking times, the one that always hit the hardest and always felt like a true upgrade was the Ultra Magnus version of the City Commander set. And the reason why is because that did everything it needed to do to complete the figure. Everything else was just a nice bonus. Every other re-release of that was just a simple bonus that if you wanted it, you could get it. But for Magnus specifically, that thing completed. Like, it took what Hasbro started and finished it.
Yeah. I was just saying to JJ, that came out at a time when basically Ultra Magnus was literally not the figure we know today. He was literally just the white cab.
I actually have the Classics Ultra Magnus, the white cab, and I'm still looking for that Fans Project trailer.
When they did Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, it was just literally the white cab version of MP01.
Because
Classics, white cab. It was that era where you can guarantee if there was an Optimus Prime figure, you were gonna get an Ultra Magnus and a Nemesis out of that Optimus.
That's a good
And if you're lucky,
point. We don't see that very often anymore.
wow, Woody.
and if you're Prime, because they did a shattered glass
point.
armor too.
Yeah, true. But that I'm just saying that specific era, if there was officially a new Optimus Prime figure,
Wait. TFA, say that again?
The Fans Project City Commander armor, there was a shattered glass version of it too.
If we're talking the knockoff ones, yes, there was, but Fans Project themselves never did the shattered version.
Okay, yeah, I guess it was KO.
Yeah, it was a knockoff.
Yeah, knockoffs of those sets are basically everywhere.
Yeah, because I remember I did.
It's still kind of case.
They did a Nemesis Prime one.
From Optimus.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because
Still
if there was an Ultra,
the Optimus and Nemesis and Magnus. So I mean,
If there was an option,
Still
Okay,
followed.
they did the one for Ultra Magnus first, then they did the Shadow Commander, which connected specifically to San Diego Comic-Con Nemesis Prime, not any other. Specifically
Yeah.
that one.
I remember that one.
And then after that, they did the Power Commander trailer set, which is basically
Master Prime, wasn't it?
it attached to Prime and created Delta Magnus.
And then it was the Protector armor.
And then
I
after that
remember.
was the Protector armor, and then the Shadow Scyther armor, which initially people thought that was supposed to be for Bakon Shattered Glass Rodimus. It was actually made specifically for Henkei Wild Rider.
Yeah, the Black Hot Rod.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
That being said, if there's anything that I will never forgive Fans Project for, especially since the fan art exists out there, I know it's out there. I had it as a profile picture at one point. They never fucking did it for Sideburn.
Is it a Sideburn armor?
No, they never took that. They never took that Protector armor, did it up in the blue color, and made it for the Rodimus, made it for the Sideburn. They never did it, and to this day, it is a fucking crime that they never did.
you mean they never did this one? Let me share my screen here for a bit.
I don't know if you
They
can.
never did this. They never did this.
Oh, JJ found it. JJ's found it. Drop it in the
I can
chat.
guarantee you what you found is either a custom or a knockoff.
If it's a knockoff, get it.
Yeah, my screen is not
Unless
being
you
shared yet.
don't have that.
Then
I don't think.
send it to me in the send it to me on Instagram.
Okay.
To me, yeah.
'Cause the picture I found, it was like on the TFW website.
It's most likely
What's that?
custom.
We're gonna get
It's either it's probably a custom,
Probably
custom of the
I want to share.
of the power armor.
Hold on.
Well, I asked the question. I never really got to share my response.
Go on, TFA. What was your
We will
first
let
foray?
him share his response, and then I'm doing a hot take, and then we're getting out of here.
Okay.
Hold it.
I'm probably going to be showing my age as well because this was roughly around the time of the fall of Cybertron toys from Generations.
Yeah.
Literally, I think my very first third party was the MBC 001 Military Titans upgrade kit with that onslaught.
Oh, I was
That
thinking
was
of
my very
different.
first one.
Do you know what I was thinking of?
That
You know
was
when
my
you said-
first full. That was my first full-fledged third-party figure.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not fucking with you. It was.
What the shit?
No, I was going to say, you
my
know,
God, I completely forgot about that.
you know when you said it, the fall of Cybertron stuff there, TFA?
Yeah.
I was, you know, I was going to say, I was totally expecting you to say the Planet X Grimlock.
No, that's one I still have yet to get, and that's one I definitely want to get, because as much as I do enjoy the Hasbro one, that thing is incredibly lackluster, and it could have been so much better. But again, they had to work with a design they never worked with before. They had to work around it somehow. And even
And then I got hit with a budget crunch.
Which figure?
Yeah,
Sorry?
and even then, even then, the only thing that was the Dino mode. The robot mode was fine.
Which figure? I'm sorry. Which
What?
figure? Which figure again?
For my first,
Yeah.
the MBC, not N, MBC 001 Military Titans upgrade kit. It's the one with that third-party onslaught from Fall of Cybertron.
Then you were talking about like the like. I thought you mentioned like something about Dino mode or something.
Oh, because I said
that I still want to get is the Planet X Vulcan.
Grimlock.
Ah.
Because when he said it was FOC, I was thinking it's good. I was thinking obviously it was going to be the FOC Dinobots.
Okay, BC has to say something.
BC.
So, it is now officially BC's hot take time. So,
Mute up.
give me just one moment, because I have a sinking suspicion what I'm about to do is going to piss a lot of people off.
Ooh.
You see this? This wonderful figure? If I were to give you an opportunity to ruin this thing, how do you think you would do it? If your first answer would be put its original transformation gimmick in it, you'd have been right. The lack of gimmicks improved the Unicron trilogy toys in Legacy. This is the hill I will die on. These are far better than what we got before. Am I saying what we got before was bad? No. They were fine for their time. But that's for their time. In this day and age, that shit don't fly. This is where it's at now. And if you don't get with the program, you're never going to be happy. This is now a time in Transformers history where you need to accept and take your wins while you can. And the reason why, quite simply, everybody's biggest beef with her. No Cyberkey. Everybody's biggest beef with the Armada characters. No minicons. The only one where I'm willing to concede and admit, even for the sake of the budget, the minicon should have been there is Metroplex. Other than that, I could barely give two fucks about it. Where I stand as a whole with Unicron trilogy in Legacy, quite simply, is for how much people are bitching, moaning, whining, and complaining that it's not what they remember. I really hope and pray that one of these days you're gonna wake up and you're gonna realize you sound just like the G whiners that you hate. You sound just like them. Now you're wearing that shoe. You don't like how it feels. Why do you think when I give my criticisms, I don't harp on what they once were? I will harp on what they are now. I stick with the modern entirely because the past is the past. I'm willing to let the past stay in the past. These don't need to be gimmick filled, nor do they ever need to be. And if you genuinely feel that these do not have the same gravitas they once did because of those gimmicks, you're fucking delusional. And you think like a child who just wants their old toys back. There. I said it. If you want the damn gimmicks back so bad, go buy the old figure and shut the fuck up. But if you are going to sit here and die on the hill of the gimmicks need to come back, you're dying alone. With no friends, no family, nothing. No tacos. See, at that point, you're sacrificing tacos too. Like, at that point, is it really worth it? Jokes aside, I would not change this thing for any reason whatsoever. I think this is fantastic. I love this figure, and I love it to bits. To the point where, let's face it, I don't think they could have done this better. I really don't. They understood the assignment, and they fucking nailed it. This isn't meant to have the gimmick. Accept it. Even if it emulates it. Deep down, you know damn well it's not there, and it's always going to bug the shit out of you. Get over yourself. Accept it. This is the way things are. Accept it. So the overall hot take basically is these will always be better than Unicron Trilogy from the past. Because these are everything we wanted the toys to do back in the day. That they couldn't because they were all hampered by, say it with me, a gimmick. So there's BC's hot take for the episode.
Okay,
Would anybody be daring enough to argue with me?
No.
Nope.
I 100% agree with you,
already
BC.
pissed off.
100%.
Actually, BC, just that National Convoy needs the cyber key gimmicks to make it more accurate to the original toys. Ow! Okay, that joke aside. I said jokes aside. That was right on the money. Again, I can't help but think that may have been a bit aimed towards a certain somebody.
It wasn't.
Sean?
It wasn't, but if the shoe fits.
That shoe fits a certain somebody very well. A certain somebody we shall not name.
As far as... Let me get my...
But I was going to say, but we all know who that certain somebody is, right, BC? No names.
We all know.
Names.
But before we go any further into this, I think it's time we finally bring the episode to a close. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Thank you to the comment section for being popping as always, even though it's usually dead.
I've got one last question for you, BC. You know what question that is?
What?
Hey, BC, what are we going to talk about next week?
I'm glad you asked. Hey, fucking Rob, what are we talking about next week?
What are you looking at me for?
You know what?
What was that, TFA?
I might have a topic suggestion if there's not one
Go
already
ahead.
in mind.
Oh,
The,
take this one.
Go ahead.
the evolution of third party.
I was just thinking that.
Ooh.
I'm in.
Again? What is
Get out of my
why are
fucking
we on
head.
the same wavelength? No,
Get the fuck out of my head.
Because
it's comfy in here.
to be fair, I can talk at length at this because I was there. I was there for a lot of it.
I want to add something to BC's hot take. I definitely agree with you, BC, about the fact that the modern Unicron Trilogy figures in the Legacy line are way better than the original toys. Because you look at the size of Cybertron Metroplex from Legacy, like he's freaking huge. Huge.
Where the hell?
You know? And like the size is it just screams so much.
I just have to. I just have to. I'm just gonna let him be in screen the whole time.
Oh, is that the new Shattered Glass Whisper?
It's Whisper, but it's also Wind Shear.
You know what I mean. It's that new shattered glass minicon tool.
And the fact that Hasbro has managed to give us a Cybertron override in the Legacy line, where in reality this was supposed to be a retool of SS86 Hot Rod.
They fought
And
against it.
Hasbro went back to the drawing board and they gave us a brand new mold for override. And it's the best choice they had. They did the best thing they had to do. Because retooling SS86 Hot Rod to override wouldn't work. It would work as Comic Universe override, but it wouldn't work as a Cybertron override. And just wanted to add to the no minicons idea. Hasbro is giving back the minicons, bringing back the minicons with Whisper and Minicon Jolt.
To be fair, I think we've already had some decent Unicron trilogy figures previously. I mean, that Generation Armada Starscream, great tool.
Oh yeah, the original deluxe Armada Starscream.
Oh, that one. I mean, there's still this one too.
The Voyager one is better. That was way.
But I mean, for an all new tool, thrilling 30 Armada Starscream, that was a good toy.
I never got it.
I have all the molds to it now.
I never got it.
Ramjet, Skywarp provided to me by my wonderful angel, TF Atticus.
I think the only one I think that may have been a bit of a terrible one was the Combiner Wars Armada Megatron from that Armada Megatron tool.
As an Armada fan, I'm inclined to it. At the same time, it was still a decent update for the most part.
It was a decent update, but you know.
That is the Armada apologist in you coming out.
I'm biased to Armada. I like Armada. It was my birthright. Leave me alone.
I mean,
Speaking of Armada, I want the floor for just a brief moment. Like
BC, give him. BC, you heard the man. Heard the man.
3 minutes time. I can't express the amount of joy I had when I opened up that Shattered Glass 2-pack. I can't fathom the sheer idea that I am holding a updated Minicon Windshear in my hand. I don't care if his name is Whisper. I know him as Windshear. And I'm not kidding when I say this. I nearly cried. Armada is my introduction to the Transformers franchise. It is my all-time favorite installment in the Transformers franchise. The fact that we are getting minicons, even though we had to wait a little while, this brings so much insurmountable, just joy. Absolute joy. Because if you were to tell little 6 or 7-year-old me, hey, guess what? We're going to be getting articulated minicons with elbows, with knees, he'd call you a liar. He wouldn't believe you. And not everyone is up with the way Transformers Armada figures are being represented, again, with Starscream, Hotshot, Megatron, Optimus, but they are making it work in some capacity. They don't have the pegs anymore. Oh well. They don't have the ports for the minicons anymore. Now they got the pegs. That's fine. Do not complain. Don't complain too harshly to where it's not to do them anymore. I genuinely I cannot get over the fact that this exists.
Mm-hmm.
And Wheeljack was one of my very first Armada figures alongside, one of the newer waves. He was my first Unicron Battles figure. It was him and Powerlinks Optimus and so on and so forth. But I got nothing else to say other than this exists. It nearly made me cry tears of joy. Be grateful. Like this is what they did. Just be grateful.
You earned that, TFA.
I love this little dude so much.
I really want to hop on that right now, but I gotta end the episode.
No, but do you know what I actually like? And I'm actually liking here right now? Just seeing the joy that little plot is giving TFA.
Little wind shear, look at him. It's literally wind shear.
Yeah, what's that we got?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
custom.
Yeah, that's a custom.
Yeah, it's a custom.
That's the fan art I was talking about. The fact that never came to light. Just...
But that's the thing is,
what?
I was gonna say.
Sorry, once again, shout out to Cerberus.
Yay.
Shout out to him, by the way. Just wanted to say that too.
You know,
Yeah, I was gonna say that TFA. That is what Transformers is. This is it. Now, just saying one last thing before I pass over to BC. See, what TFA did just then is literally how us as Transformers fans should be. We should take the joy in what we've got.
Exactly.
Not kidding, man. When I opened him, I nearly cried. Just so.
Oh,
I've been DC.
I've been Solo Jones.
I've been TFA 1024, the TF Addict.
I've been JJ Brown Reviews from JJ Brown Reviews.
Fucking Rob.
I'll catch you guys next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye. Have a good
Are we-
week.